And we are discussing and going through people's relationship queries and more specifically their problems. And in particular, this latest
this
question
next one's a doozy.
is
Oh
a
my
doozy.
days.
So it's a 30-year-old male writing in. So, BJ, I'll give this one to you to go through.
Okay. Look, well, firstly, thanks for writing in. I, 30 male, am telling my wife, 32 female, that I'm leaving her. As I write this, I honestly can't believe I'm doing it. I feel guilty, excited, anxious, and sad in that order. Next week, I'm telling my wife of 3.5 years that I'm done and I have to leave. We've been together for over 6 years in total, and for almost 5 of those, she's done nothing to grow herself or be a partner to me. She's been depressed to the point that she quit her job, and now she just moves from the couch to the bed and back every day, and despite my best efforts, does nothing to fill my cup. I'm tired of giving 90 to 95% every single day and still being told that I don't do enough to support her emotionally. I'm always being pushed to try harder or be better. But when I ask that of her, she gets super emotional and blames her mental health issues for how little she can do. On top of all that, she's also caused a huge rift between me and my family and gave me the "it's me or them" ultimatum. And clearly I've chosen them. I've made a plan, found a new place to live, have a support system, and spoke to a divorce lawyer. Until I'm ready, I'm really faking it around her. I still call her babe. I still say I love you too when she tells me she loves me. I don't say it proactively, of course, and I haven't told her about any of the conversations that I've had about this. It will be a complete shock to her. My question to you, Miss Dragonfly, is do I stop dropping hints? Do I start dropping hints to her? Or do I rip off the band-aid and leave it all in one day? How do I make sure it doesn't send her into complete despair and depression, and that, it doesn't consume her with despair? Part of me thinks it's not my problem anymore, but I still love her, even though I'm not in love with her. I just can't, I can't just abandon her. She told me that she would harm herself if ever I've left her, which made me want to, get out of there more, I guess. Miss Dragonfly, please help me. What can I do?
Yes, just one more passage, I think.
Sorry, there was an edit here. There was an update
Yeah.
sent later. Yeah, I should have been clear. I fully plan on telling her I'm leaving and having a real conversation and why the relationship is ending with her before doing so. I just don't want to do it and then be like, okay, I'll be in the other room. I want to have a place I can go, enough money together to give her so she can support herself through the transition period. I will not be ghosting her. I love her too much for that. Miss Dragonfly.
Well. It's actually
Oy.
interesting. Lots of issues are in this. Well, basically, he's made a decision that he's going to leave and ending the marriage. And as you can see, excited, guilty, anxious, and sad, I guess. Sad that it's breaking. Like, look, at the end of any relationship or marriage is sad. You just can't help it because that person's been a part of your life for a while. And rightly, good or bad, they've left a mark on you, and influenced your life and that sort of thing. But 3.5 years is not that long. Together for over 6 years, but almost 5 of those years she's done nothing to grow herself or be a partner to him. Which begs the question, why did he marry her then, knowing that she was bad?
Yeah.
This is the thing what I just spoke earlier about seems like she doesn't have many life skills.
We were talking about this being in your book too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. It's so true.
Yeah, like I was saying, and so he's depressed to the point she quit her job, and so she does nothing, and so he's giving 95% every single day, and he's exhausted. It's like your partner does nothing or has no or little life skills. then you've got to pick up the slack, which he's doing it now.
Yep.
And another thing is, she's a push to try harder. But not her. She gets emotional and blame her mental health issues. Now, this is another thing. Being in a relationship with someone with mental health issues. A big thing they're doing at the moment is pushing to discussing mental health and that, and be empathetic to people with mental health issues, got to help them and so forth. But the thing is, being with someone with those issues is very draining. Very, very draining. And you could be the nicest person and be considerate, but you have to constantly give without the other person giving any back. And how long can we keep going on like this for? We're only human. At some point, we can't do it anymore. We've given everything. That's it. And so it's one thing I advise people: if you meet someone, no matter how nice it is, but they've got some mental health issues, you think, I'll be able to fix him or her and so forth. No, do not go there. People like that need the time to sort through their issues first, before they should even think about entering a relationship.
Yeah.
And people should not think about, as much as we want to be empathize with people like that, mental health issues, there's only so much of you can give. Okay, so I really empathize with him.
What do you recommend, though, just given, like you were just pointed out, and very, very well, the mental health concerns and him going to be giving this, this news and the threats of self-harm that have come through? I mean, what do you recommend for him in that situation?
Okay. Look, he should actually, I hope he spoke to a counsellor or something.
Yeah.
And got if not here, he should, to get their help ready.
Right.
For then, and people to check in on her.
Okay. So would that potentially, maybe if you had like a list of contact numbers, like of emergency contact numbers for her close by, or
look, the
also...
thing is, we don't know who he's told about his decision other than his lawyer.
That is a good point. Yeah.
Maybe he. This is one thing. People that have issues in the marriage or relationship. There's some people that don't tell anyone.
Yes.
Saying about my privacy. But if you don't open up, no one can help you.
Yeah.
Okay, and he should have. I don't know if he has, but he should have spoken to other people about it, so they're aware of how draining it is, and she is how much of a handful she is, and also she's threatened self-harm if he leaves her, so forth, and maybe tell her, I can't hack it anymore. I can't cope. I'm going to have to leave her. And this is what she said. So be around for her when I leave.
That's such good advice. So just to recap that, you said consider having a counsellor or therapist on standby for her.
Yeah.
You've said alert her closest family and friends if you can.
Yeah,
if it's possible.
Yeah.
Even if it's just via SMS or something.
Yeah,
right?
or not actually alert to her behaviour, not necessarily tell them that you're going to leave.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what she's she's been such a handful and so forth. This is what's her, and she even threatened self-harm if I left her.
Yeah.
So they'll be aware then, once news comes that he's left her, to quickly be her support.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. That's really good advice.
Yeah. We don't know whether or not she's faking it and just doing the threat, or if she really goes through with it.
That's a good point. So it could actually just be talk, right?
Yeah, be talk and it's in a form of emotional blackmail. But the thing is, he shouldn't really be faking it. I know women do fake it, but still saying "I love you too," or calling her babe.
Yeah,
I think that it'd be too much of a shock.
Yeah,
when he announces it, and actually she'll be very angry that he's basically lied all this time.
It's a tough
He shouldn't have. I think he could have stopped saying it.
Yeah.
Or stop calling her babe. Or say "I love you too." And then he kind of starts getting to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. that would be, and he's asking, do I start dropping hints? Well, if you stop with the I love you too and calling her babe, that is dropping a hint.
It is. That's
Yep.
right. It is.
You know?
I think you can still be compassionate, but be direct,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And by using I statements and just being completely firm in his decision, because no doubt he's going to be feeling some guilt as part of this process. But, you know, I think that he's made the decision, be firm to your decision, and just be prepared for emotional reactions. If you can, you know, play through in your mind, you know, it seems like you know her quite well, how she'll react, what she'll say. And if you can set yourself up mentally to be less, you know, reactive to those statements and, you know, not let them land on you as much, that you'll set yourself up for a smoother transition, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, that would be the case. But this is, you know, a classic case of, you know, she, even before he married her, you know, she has done nothing to grow herself or be a partner to him.
Yeah.
And so that alone should have been a red flag for him not to have married her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the thing I tell people, people do not hook up with those with very little life skills because you are going to resent your partner and you're not going to respect your partner. See, reading this, he's not respecting her. Well, he might still love her, love her to the degree and don't want any harm to go to her. You know, so he's concerned enough to have enough money to give to her once he leaves.
Yeah.
So she'll be looked after. So, which is a very nice thought.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's good that she won't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so
you know,
she'll be
she's
looked
worried
after
about.
to that extent. So, yeah.
It had a very difficult one. This one, just given the mental health, and I'm sure that there are people out there dealing with this every day. Miss Dragonfly.
Yeah. But those should not go into relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very, very bad idea. But yes, he should. Yeah, other people should know there have been problems in their marriage.
Yeah.
He should have been telling it, so it's not a complete shock when he leaves, and people are not going to blame him when he does leave.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for wanting to leave at all, because how long can you can't keep holding the fort on both fronts.
Yep.
Yeah, for two people. And look, she quit her job, and so she's now also financially reliant on him for everything. She just doesn't want to work. Moving from the couch to the bed and back again every day.
Yeah. It's
it does
problem.
nothing to fill my cup, means she doesn't do anything. So, like I say, you're not being a team player, so how is the other person going to feel? Just like remember when you're in school and it had a team project, there was always some slackos that don't do anything.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about them?
Yeah. It's true.
Same sort of thing.
I think the other thing too there for the 30-year-old male is that just make sure you keep good documents of everything. Keep copies of important papers, and where you can, maintain a witness presence if you can, just given the mental state. You know, I'm not saying that she's going to go off and start making up stories or anything like that, but it can happen. So, yeah. But look, thanks for writing in.
Yeah, thanks for writing in, and good luck with this. Okay? And we're coming towards the end of our show now.
Is that the end of the show?
Oh,
my goodness,
it's good.
Miss Dragonfly.
And I hope I've helped these people that have written in with these problems of sticky situations. And and a reminder, you can also write in. You can also call into the radio station.
Yeah, you can.
And ask me the question. Or you can leave a question on my Facebook page. Now, I have two Facebook pages, Miss Dragonfly and also Make Marriage Great Again. So please follow both if you can, because I do post different things on the two Facebook pages, but at least follow one. Okay, and if there's anything that a topic or so that you'd like me to cover, then please feel free to leave it there as well. And if I can cover it, then I will. And you know what? For a lot of this, and write your questions in as well on the Facebook page. And don't forget to download your free copy of my book, Your Complete Partner. Just visit my website, makemarriagegreatagain.net. Okay, so you know exactly what you need in a partner, what you need to match up on, so you can find it. Get on it. So absolutely free, because it's my gift to everyone out there, because I want everyone to have a great marriage. Okay, and like I was saying, if you've married the right person, it's far better than being on your own. And I explain why as well on that. But yeah, like I say, it's still not for everyone, but for the people that it's for, it's great. And it's a be advantage in life for you over being single, and over advantage to everyone else that's single, and also everyone else that doesn't have such a great marriage or relationship. Okay, and you know exactly what I mean. Okay, and later on I'll be discussing about dating, and releasing a book on dating. How you can find those, can assess during the dating stage, but that's later. And thank you very much for coming on the show again.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. Please have me back again.
Yeah, please come back. Okay,
love coming on this show. I've learned so much.
Gentlemen, it's great that you've come to give the male voice. On this. I mean, men have been greatly underserviced, I have to say, in the relationship sphere. They go and get proper advice. The only ones I've seen for men is teaching them how to pick up women, or other men telling them to stay away from women. But you don't get, proper advice unless it's religious, which not everyone wants.
Yeah.
So
true.
Mine is totally non-religious, straight to the point.
Certainly is. Okay. That's been great.
Okay.
I loved it today. Thanks so much.
And so I hope everyone's enjoyed the show. Don't forget to tune in at the same time next week. And until then, it's bye for now.